Right now at noon, an arrest made in the Christmas Day shooting in Rock County that left a teenager injured. The new details from police.
And we're tracking some snow showers this afternoon. Now the full forecast coming up.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Josh Breiter. Much colder outside today, and we have the chance to see the first rain and snow in quite some time across southern Wisconsin. Let's start with First Warn meteorologist Jacob Montesano. He's tracking it all for us in his certified most accurate forecast. A little dose of reality, Jacob.
Yeah, today is a lot colder than the last couple of days, and we are going to see some snow. And as you mentioned, a dose of reality, it is still February. Now, taking a look at the current radar, we're seeing some very light snow just to the west of Madison. Right now, we aren't seeing really any precipitation in Dane County, at least not yet. Looking off into the central and northern portion of the state, you can see some of that snow already forming, and it is going to move south into southern Wisconsin throughout the afternoon. So here's a look at the forecast. Many areas may start out as rain during the early afternoon. A few locations may only see snowfall, but any area that does start out as rain will likely see that rain transition to snow before the precipitation is over. And although a lot of our area is likely to see some snowfall, it's not expected to last very long. Should clear out by the later portion of the evening, and then we're actually going to see clear skies by tomorrow morning. Now, total accumulation will be light. The ground is just too warm for anything to really accumulate, but snow could be heavy at times, and that will significantly reduce visibility. So we may see some hazardous travel, but it will only be briefly. So if it does indeed snow pretty heavily, just take a little extra time getting to your destination. Now, we have an alert day in the forecast. This is for Tuesday for severe weather. I know we're talking about snow. We're also going to see some severe weather next week. I'll have the full details coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. New information from authorities this afternoon regarding the Christmas Day shooting in Rock County. 17-year-old Jameer Smith is charged with first-degree attempted homicide. Beloit police say a warrant was issued for his arrest last week, and officers spotted Smith leaving home on Thursday. He allegedly led police on a short chase before he was apprehended, and a gun was found in his backpack. The charges stem from the December 25th shooting in Beloit that injured a 19-year-old. It happened just before 11 in the morning near the intersection of Porter and Yates Avenues. A 23-year-old Beloit man was also arrested Thursday and faces charges of harboring and aiding a felon. Madison police arrested a woman who they say pulled out a knife during a fight. Just after 4 Thursday afternoon, officers were called to the area of East Washington Avenue and Blair Street. During the fight, a 33-year-old woman pulled out the knife and began making threats. Officers were able to eventually recover the knife. The woman now faces charges of disorderly conduct while armed. Continuing coverage now on the Middleton homicide that claimed the lives of 2 young children. A GoFundMe has been set up by their families. According to the website, the money raised from the fundraiser will go towards funeral expenses, counseling services to help the family with their grief, and any other needs. So far, the GoFundMe has raised more than $4,000 out of their $25,000 goal. 3 UW students are now safe after falling through thin ice on Lake Mendota early this morning. Madison police and fire were called to the lakeshore near the Alumni House just before 2 a.m. When they responded to the scene, 1 student had already lifted themselves out of the water and made it to shore, but the 2 others were still in the water. UW-PD used cameras to locate the other 2 students, and eventually they were brought to shore safely. All 3 students were uninjured, and no medical treatment was needed. The Biden administration announced a fresh slate of sanctions against Russia on more than 500 targets across multiple continents today. This move is in response to the death of Russian opposition figure and outspoken Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. Navalny died in a Siberian prison last week. Although the death certificate cites his death as natural causes, Navalny's family and many world leaders have blamed Russian President Vladimir Putin. The sanctions will be imposed by the U.S. Treasury, State, and Commerce Departments. Targets include firms in China, Serbia, and the United Arab Emirates. Well, this weekend marks 2 years since Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine. It ignited a war delivering heavy losses on both sides with no end in sight. Ian Lee has that story.
The fighting in Ukraine has been relentless and fierce. Ukrainian soldiers defending their homeland are outgunned and outmanned. Avdiivka is the latest city to fall to Russian forces. This battlefield commander says, "We have a big problem with manpower. We simply lack men." Western weapons have kept Ukraine in the fight, but Russia is sending wave after wave of troops toward Ukrainian positions, suffering more than 300,000 casualties, according to U.S. estimates. Ukrainian troops are exhausted. Their ammunition is dangerously low, and they're worried American support is too. The U.S. has given an estimated $110 billion to Ukraine.
There is a strong, palpable desire among virtually all of the G20 for the Russian aggression to end and for peace to prevail.
Despite support from President Biden and the Senate, House Republicans are reluctant to give more aid. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warns without it, Russia will continue to make battlefield advances. He even made a plea to Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump.
If Mr. Trump, if he will come, I'm ready even to go with him to the front line.
Zelensky has guided Ukraine since the early days of the war, but his country faces uncertain times ahead as the war enters its third year. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Russian President Vladimir Putin called Russian fighters true national heroes today and says Moscow's weapons production has multiplied.
We can confirm, without a doubt, is our equipment is on the surface of the moon.
A historic moment in lunar exploration last night. A U.S.-made spacecraft landing on the moon for the first time in more than 50 years. The last time the U.S. landed on the moon was the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. The spacecraft Odysseus is about the size of a phone booth. No crew members were on board. It landed on the moon's south pole where no previous Apollo missions have landed. It's exploring that part of the moon to see if there is water in the form of ice. They have 1 week to work until ultra-cold lunar night will set in and freeze the solar batteries. We have a programming note this afternoon. The Milwaukee Bucks are coming to WISC-TV tonight at 9. The Deer will travel to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves. It will be the first of 10 games that will be airing on WISC-TV and Television Wisconsin. Since the first game is on WISC-TV, we will be moving our 10 o'clock news to Television Wisconsin. That's 3.2 over the air. You can also find that channel on Spectrum and DirecTV, which means CBS programming will be seen later than normal tonight. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert will air immediately after the game on Channel 3. Blue Bloods will be seen at approximately 1:30 in the morning. You can also stream Blue Bloods starting on Saturday for free at cbs.com/shows/bluebloods. You do not need to sign up with Paramount Plus to watch this. We have all of this information on channel3000.com. It will not be an easy task for the Bucks tonight. The T-Wolves were able to get the best of the Deer early in February, winning pretty handily by double digits. The Timberwolves have exceeded expectations this year, sitting first in their division with a 39-16 record and a team dominant at home, only having lost 5 games at the Target Center this year. Well, still ahead for us on this Friday afternoon, an update from AT&T following the hours-long outage impacting thousands of customers, plus KFC unveiling a new limited-time food combo to the menu.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Wisconsin's biggest President's Day appliance sale ends Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Shop holiday deals and special buys from top brands, plus 60-month special financing without a single Washington down at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Have Medicare and Medicaid? iCare's dual eligible special needs plans offer an $1,800 annual allowance for eligible groceries and more. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You don't want to just beautify your home. You want Fry Construction to beautify your home. Their reputation for quick and painless, impeccable work is why they've been awarded Best of Madison 4 years in a row. Right now, buy 5 windows, get the 6th window free. All secured by the Fry 15-year workmanship warranty. Get your home improvement project started today to bring your remodeling dreams to reality. Don't just beautify, beautify. Visit fryconstruction.com.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
It's your last chance to get our very best deals of the season during the President's Day sale. Get up to 10 Benjamins in savings without a single Washington down. Get savings up to $1,000 instantly, plus 5 years special financing. Only at Ashley.
AT&T says a technical error is to blame for yesterday's hours-long outage, which impacted thousands of customers. The company emphasized that it was not a malicious attack. The outage also hampered 911 emergency services in cities across the country and also affected customers of other cell phone providers, including T-Mobile and Verizon. Volkswagen is recalling more than 260,000 vehicles due to a fuel pump issue. Federal regulators say a faulty seal could allow gasoline to leak into another section of the engine, with the potential of starting a fire. No fires have been reported yet. Front-wheel drive 2015 to 2020 Audi A3 sedans, 2019 to 2020 Volkswagen Jetta GLIs, and 2015 to 2019 Golf Sportswagen vehicles are among those affected. Owners can take their vehicles to a dealership for free repair. And what do you get when you combine KFC's signature fried chicken with pizza? Why, chizza, of course. The fast food chain is bringing this dish, which features 2 chicken breasts topped with marinara sauce, melted mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni, to the U.S. for a limited time starting next week. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, Wall Street continues yesterday's rally. The Dow was up more than 100 points, NASDAQ up 3, and the S&P 500 up 9. Up next, Pam is watching today's egg prices, and Jacob is tracking some afternoon rain and snow in your first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, we'll be bringing you the latest university news with our new segment, Badger Beat with Merrill Hubbard. Stick around.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Save on big projects. Menards 11% off everything is happening now. Don't miss out. Complete your laundry room. Save 11% on Clearview cabinetry. Transform your home with 11% off new Mastercraft doors. Build your dream deck and get 11% off Ultra Deck composite decking. Or go even bigger and get 11% off a whole house. There's no limit to what you can save. Menards 11% off everything is happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum.
Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Celebrate President's Day with Steinhoffels and indulge in the ultimate relaxation experience. Test Rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at only $399. Plus, save up to $1,000 on Beauty Rest adjustable base sets. And when you upgrade to the luxurious Beauty Rest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash and a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Shop Steinhoffels President's Day sale.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. And the food, oh, the food. Resilient, unwavering, always moving forward. Now, here's the deal. We've got our fair share of challenges, but here's the kicker. We own up to them. We advocate for change. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, always moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. We made it to Friday, Pam.
Yes, sir, we did. And that's where I'm going to focus on my broadcast right now. It's Friday, Friday night fish. Did you know that 84% of Wisconsinites say that they have a fish meal looking for that Friday fish at about a couple times a month? 42% of consumers in Wisconsin said that they are more likely to go more than once a month for a Friday night fish fry. It's Lent. I thought I'd do a story about that. Tammy Paoli is up in Peshtigo. She's a DNR fish biologist, and she said yellow perch, which is usually at the center of the plate for a lot of those fish fries, goes back decades as far as a Wisconsin favorite. It is a very tolerant fish as far as its surroundings, and it's obviously very palatable. So that's how it came to be kind of the priority fish for a lot of Friday night fish fries. But about end of the 1970s into the 1980s, we saw more invasive species coming into Wisconsin that threatened the perch, and some of the conditions in the Great Lakes changed. Today, according to Paoli, we've got one remaining commercial fishery that concentrates on harvesting yellow perch. They're allowed to harvest 100,000 pounds of yellow perch, and they distribute most of that locally to restaurants in the Green Bay, Dora County, Fox Valley area. But she said the populations are very healthy. So if you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, Pam, well, what am I getting on my plate here in southern Wisconsin? Those yellow perch could actually be coming from Lake Erie, where they have the ability to harvest 6.5 million pounds of yellow perch, kind of putting our Wisconsin number to shame. But hey, if I get perch on my plate, I'm good with that. So you talked about how the Dow Jones Industrial Average was going crazy. Well, guess what? Everything except dairy is falling apart on our agriculture commodities. Today, as far as our cheese market was concerned, I got to get to my numbers. Barrel cheese gained a half a cent to 161.5. 40-pound block cheese was up a nickel at 155, and double A butter, Josh, up 3 3/4 cents on a Friday to $2.85 a pound. So think of the Farm Babe tonight when you're looking for that Friday night fish fry. There's your little yellow perch story to send you on your merry way.
Yeah, you really got me hungry now. I got to figure out where we're headed for dinner tonight. Well, Pam, you have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good, buddy. You too.
Well, this Black History Month, the American Red Cross is celebrating its partners in the Black community who have helped increase and diversify blood donations for patients with sickle cell disease. It's the most common genetic blood disorder in the U.S. Tareen Small spoke with donors and introduces us to one sickle cell warrior.
Multiple pageant winner Dima Hendricks has thrived in the limelight and persevered through the darkness.
I do remember the look on my mother's face when they realized I had a stroke at 11 years old.
Hendricks was diagnosed with sickle cell disease when she was just 6 months old. The genetic blood disorder impedes the cell's ability to carry oxygen, resulting in excruciating pain.
I've had open heart surgery because of blood clots. I've had severe, painful crises. I'm blind in one eye.
Before advances in drug treatments, the mom of two needed frequent life-saving blood transfusions.
Without the generosity of the people that donate blood for the Red Cross, I wouldn't be here.
Since the Red Cross launched its sickle cell initiative in 2021, the number of black blood donors has jumped about 50%, regaining ground lost during the pandemic. Dr. Yvette Miller says about 1 in 3 black donors will match a patient with sickle cell disease.
Because some of the antigens on our red blood cells are more common from people of African descent, we're more than likely to find the most compatible unit within the black community.
The American Red Cross leans on community partnerships like this one with the Boy Scouts of America to help underscore the impact of black blood donors.
If you donate blood, you're helping many people, not even just one.
First-time donor Jason Harmon rolled up his sleeves.
Sometimes you just need to volunteer, be a part of it in order to affect change.
Hendricks hopes more black donors will give this life-saving gift to sickle cell warriors and anyone else in need. Torian Small, CBS News, Washington.
The Red Cross also provides more than 138,000 sickle cell trait screenings at donation drives. Let's get back to First Warn meteorologist Jacob Montesano on the forecast now. Tracking that system, Jacob.
Yeah, after the snow and rain we see this afternoon, we have that second chance of rain for Tuesday, and that will actually warrant the alert day that we put out. Now, on top of the severe weather that we could possibly see, temperatures are going to be incredibly mild. We'll see high temperatures not just possibly reach 60, but get maybe even into the middle 60s. And Tuesday, the forecasted high is about 6 degrees above the record high for that day. That just shows you how mild will be Tuesday. But first, like I mentioned, we are going to see that rain and snow this afternoon. So here is another look at that. We'll see it start out as rain, especially for the southern portion of our area. And then we will likely all see snow at some point before the day is over. Snow could be heavy at times, although still likely not going to see accumulation, as it's going to be very brief, and it should be clear by the time we get to around midnight, and especially by tomorrow morning, we'll see clear skies. It will be pretty cold tonight, though, as lows will drop into the teens. Now, as we look towards that alert day, we are likely going to see some gusty winds and possibly hail within the thunderstorms, and possibly some isolated tornadoes as well. This is for Tuesday afternoon through the evening hours. So looking at the forecast for that, rain will move in Monday evening, but the bulk of the precipitation will form during Tuesday afternoon. So here's a look at Tuesday evening and afternoon. We'll start out as rain. Strongest storms look to be to the south of us, but we could still see some severe weather. And then as temperatures cool down, we'll likely see snow on the back end of that system before it ends early Wednesday. Should be dry by Wednesday afternoon. But we are going to see the temperatures drop significantly during that time frame. So look at the next 10 days, temperatures are going to be all over the place. So we're going to see high temperatures possibly up to 65 degrees Tuesday, and then Wednesday the high temperatures will be near 35. So we could be 30 degrees colder at points on Wednesday before temperatures warm up once again to possibly 60 by next weekend, and that warm weather looks to continue as we head towards the first week of March. So looking at the full 7 to 10 day forecast, we're going to see quite a bit, especially in terms of those temperatures. Precipitation does look dry for the weekend, and then we'll see it pick back up probably mostly on Tuesday, but we could see some of that precipitation start Monday night. And then, I mean, that temperature swing is quite extreme. The low temperature for Monday night is going to be around 10 degrees warmer than the high temperature Wednesday. So because of that system, the temperatures are going to be wild. But, you know, I'm looking forward to kind of seeing some more solid rain. Or just in precipitation in general. You know, it's nice to be dry, but I feel like, you know, we could see a little more precipitation. But in general, temperatures are still going to be above average, even with that big drop on Wednesday, kind of close to average around then.
Yeah, Wisconsin being Wisconsin. All right, Jacob, thank you. Now let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
What's one of the fastest growing dinner trends? It's sheet pan suppers. Join us for today's trendy recipe.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Is your garage door trying to tell you something? Bad rollers, loud motors. At Precision, we're trained to listen.
It's so quiet.
A door that works better than new and a happy customer. That's my goal here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
The Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show is coming, and admission is free. Make contacts, hire contractors at the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. Shop, compare, and save big. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
A big trend when it comes to making easy weeknight dinners these days is something called sheet pan suppers. Just in case you're not familiar with it, it's a pretty basic idea that allows us to cook an entire meal on a sheet pan. The results are amazing and cleanup is a breeze. So here's one we just came up with. We start by mixing together some honey, lemon juice, soy sauce, minced garlic, and a few spices. Now we pour about 3/4 of this over some boneless, skinless chicken breasts that we've cut in half. Then we pop them in the fridge to marinate. In the meantime, we cut some red bell peppers into strips and toss them with some fresh asparagus and the rest of our flavor-packed marinade. All that's left to do is arrange the chicken and the veggies on a sheet pan. I like to place a few fresh slices of lemon here and there to give it an extra blast of freshness. Once this comes out of the oven steaming hot, it's time to call the troops to the table to dig in to all this goodness. You see, the marinade adds a sweet and citrusy touch. The veggies deliver freshness, and the chicken is juicy through and through. To get the recipe for what we call our sweet and citrusy sheet pan supper, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, where today we found a trendy sheet pan supper way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Good?
Here's Jacob with a final look at the forecast.
Thanks, Josh. We are going to see a mix of rain and snow this afternoon. Snow could be heavy at times, but we're likely not going to see any accumulation. High temperatures this afternoon and tomorrow will be a bit colder, but still a little bit above average. Warmer again Sunday and Monday and staying dry during that period. For Tuesday, we do have that alert day as we are expected to see some showers and some thunderstorms. Some of it could be severe, but a significant drop in the temperatures from Tuesday to Wednesday, and then the temperatures will slowly rise back to near 60 by next weekend.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Thanks for joining us. We're back on Live at 4. Have a wonderful afternoon.